Sounds like a lot of people are rooting for Chris here.
Okay, here we go. So, first of all, I think the first step is explaining pumping.
No.
Definitely not. Yeah,
No.
that's just a weird movement to get at best 10 seconds faster during other run. But usually you lose more frames that you want to to gain by killing your hand at pumping. So definitely not a good strat.
Yeah. If you value your hands or your controller, don't pump too hard. So I guess we could take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the runners that we have here, since we have 6 whole minutes to kill.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So ChristosOwen, I don't know. Do you know anything about Christos?
I know he's running the game since I'm bad at numbers here.
2011.
But yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, that's a very old runner, and he got the first, except for from Crystal, he got the first sub 130 time west side of the world. That was pretty impressive time at the time, because we didn't know every strike. Now, like I don't even like spin dash. We didn't even know spin dash at the time, or other strats. I don't remember what we discovered and when, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think hammer jump may have not been a thing back in 2011 either.
Yeah,
I think that was a bit later. Yeah. And if anybody is curious as to why we don't save and quit in this category, you can blame Christos for that, because he was part of that entire conversation back in the day in the decision, and he apparently was a big advocate for no save and quit. So if you don't like the fact that we don't save and quit, you can yell at Christos for that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, actually, in this, for the sake of the races here, we are allowed to save and quit on only one spot. We'll have time to talk about this later, but it's the fake flippers. And if you miss this glitch, you can softlock the game. And preventing the softlock, there is a way to prevent this softlock, is to save and quit. It's the only way. But yeah, today, I think it was today, Poor Little Pincus, one of the top runners of the game, found an interesting strat to avoid save and quitting here, making lose 30 seconds. But yeah, we have a lot of this later. While everyone got safely through the Ball and Jade Soldier with the first dangerous FB in the game, I already saw many runners die during this tournament at this mini boss. So
yeah, it's not a nice place to die either, because you start back at the beginning of the castle, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to make your way all the way back downstairs. So it's quite a time loss. Yeah.
So yeah, coming back to the sewers. Yeah, maybe we might talk a little bit. Yeah, the escape, which is the first segment here, is divided into castle part. The castle is more handling with guards RNGs, and sewers on my for me it's worse, because it's handling with rats and sometimes bats RNGs. If you were aiming for us, for instance, which is a major goal many runners aim at, mess up your a bad RNG might mess up your sub 6. Just so yeah, definitely a difficult part.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see what kind of snake RNG these guys get. Christos gets pretty good snake RNG, actually.
Yeah.
tbham reacting really nicely to his snake RNG. I miss TheLostLlama because he's too fast.
Yeah, he's leading right now. But yeah, and yeah, we see good use of the pumping here because when you pump on water, it's slightly faster than just pumping in normal ground because when you walk into water, it's related to Link's movements. When you walk in the water, grass or other kind of grounds, you walk than normally. But if you pump, you can keep fast speed. So yeah, definitely pumping in water is useful there. And they're skipping a text box in the last room. Looks like I don't know if someone got the sub 6 here. I couldn't see.
am not sure either, actually.
Not sure, actually. That's pretty rare.
Yeah. I imagine we would see it from probably Chris and Llama. They're probably really consistent with sub 6 escapes.
Yeah.
But I wasn't paying attention to the timer when they left. Oh, Chris is skipping Sankheart.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's really risky.
Man.
Yeah,
All right.
He's going for sure. For sure. Yeah, even top players can sometimes miss the sub 6. It can happen. Nobody's perfect. And RNG can be really a pain sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, heading up to the first dungeon, Eastern Palace. Yeah, since you don't have boots, it's quite a lot of pumping area there. If you want to get a fast time there, you really need to pump hard all the way. That's pretty annoying. And yeah, on the first part, the overworld, dodging all these Orthodox is can be quite hard depending on the RNG. I think Christos got hit. Whoa, he's only one half a heart there. That's the risk actually. Sorry, you wanted to say something?
Oh no, that's okay. Go ahead.
That's the risk if you don't take the sunk heart, because when you get a full heart container, your life is refilled. But if you don't take the sunk heart, the damage you got during escape left as you got the left you lost actually. And yeah, Christos left with maybe 2 hearts and a half, I think. And yeah, Octoroks can be really hard to with 3 hearts, because if they hit you, they bring you down from 1 heart.
Yeah, and you really want to have some health in this dungeon, not only because you don't want to die, but because you have to intentionally take damage later on. And also the last part of the dungeon can get a little bit scary just with all the RNG, like in Cannonball Room and with Zelda Gamer Room and things like that. Exactly. So don't want to be low on hearts.
Dealing with the Igors too can be tough sometimes, because sometimes you want to be fast, and then you want to shoot, spoilers, the item from this dungeon is the bow and the arrows. And sometimes you want to shoot at their eye, and the closer you are from them, the faster you are. But if you're too close, they can hit you, and that's 1 heart. So if you're entering the last phase of the dungeon with low hearts, it can be really dangerous. While we see Christos getting I always called actually this strat the Popo swag.
Yeah, it's much better than big key skips, since you're not even skipping a big key.
Exactly, because you use Popo, and that's swag. So
yeah, looks like everyone got through okay though, so that's a good sign.
So yeah, Christos should be okay with this life if he doesn't get hit by an Igor there. Yeah, in this dark room here, where Christos is in the dark, sometimes we want to hit Popos to force a drop because they are in the price pack. Well, price pack might maybe need an explanation. Yeah, we see SDiezal, for instance, getting red rupee dropped, and yeah, we will be talking about price packs a bit later, but just yeah, recall the term, and you want to force drops sometimes because you will need rupees later in the run.
Yeah, Christos also got a 20 drop and just ran into an Armos Knight and only has half a heart.
Yeah.
I thankfully gets through the rest of the fight.
Yeah, that should be safe. A bit close at the end of the fight, but
yeah,
get through.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely skipping the tank heart is really scary. We will see some scary things overall during all the raids, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when it comes to Helmasaur, I think that's
Oh,
where
yeah.
Sankheart really matters sometimes because you
Exactly.
get an extra hit from Helmasaur if you have the
Yeah.
Sankheart. So we'll see what happens though.
So yeah, everyone finishing the Eastern Palace safely and having a good Armos fight, because Armos fight is not hard, but it's also easy to mess up if you're too close to one of the statues or...
Yeah, there's definitely room to mess it up, that's for sure. What you usually see a lot of somebody arrowing the wrong way, and then it kind of messes up the cycle, so that's something that's pretty common. Alright, so we have SDiezal doing Sahasrara rupees, and everybody else looks like they're going to be doing tree rupees. So we'll just see a little bit of a divergence in route here between SDiezal and everybody else, but not much. It's going to look like he's losing some time here and then gaining some later. But yeah, I think the overall difference between the two is somewhere between 4 and 7 seconds. So it's not a huge difference. Well, I guess depending on your level, it's not a huge difference. Okay, so both Chris and Llama have their books. tbham's grabbing his now, and SDiezal is very close behind. We've got tbham doing, or attempting the spin speed out of the library. Saves about half a second if you can get it. So if you miss it, it's usually good to just abandon and try something else.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
It looks like you could hear the restream from my mic, so I picked up some earphones, and normally it should be good.
All right, perfect.
So I heard you explain the spin dash? Yeah.
Yep, just the one leaving the library.
Yeah. Yeah, this one definitely saves time. The one to go into the library saves, I think, like 10 frames.
I believe they both save about half a second if you do them properly. But probably on average, it's more like 10 frames.
Yeah, I think from what I tested, the one to go saves, at best 10 frames, something like that. It's not really worth it actually, because you can mess up the spin speed so easily.
Yeah, and then you're just losing time.
Yeah. Yeah, so Desert Palace also, sometimes I call it the Dash Palace, because it's really like a dash tutorial there. One thing which is hard in this game, in this run, is in every screen, whenever you enter a screen, you enter it from a screen transition, and you want to get a dash as soon as you get back the controller thing, and that's pretty hard to have it as soon as possible actually. So many people have different strats. I don't know what you do, Emma, to get a soon early dash on every transition.
I hold a direction through almost every transition. Because that way, from what I'm told, is that it at least assures that you're moving a little bit, not just standing there when you transition. Because sometimes if you hit the input too early, then Link just won't dash. So at least holding up or whatever through a transition will let you move a little bit before you start dashing. But yeah,
I do exactly the same strats. But yeah, yes, I heard some people just mash the A button until they dash and then they hold. But yeah, it requires like some reflex to like you start dashing, so you need to hold the button, and I don't want to personally.
Yeah, yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, and they will soon be arriving at Landmolas, which is the first RNG boss of the game. There will be several of them. Landmolas is a pretty hard boss to do consistently. The best you can have is a 2 cycle. I heard once you can get to 1 cycle even with the bow, but it requires another setup at the start of the fight, and since it's really RNG dependent, nobody goes for that.
But one cycle would be crazy.
Yeah, I think maybe it's doable in the tasks. Maybe it has been done, but I don't know. I never saw that. I think it's things I heard a long time ago. So
yeah,
you know.
Chris had a pretty nice fight there. Looks like Llama had a good one too, actually.
I think it's a 3 cycle. And yeah, I didn't see Llama's fight. Yeah, generally, Lightward is pretty nice to see in every tournament race, because top runners and not top runners are really close to each other every time. Generally, the gap, if there is one, is expanding in the Dark World, because there also is a gap in difficulty there. Yeah.
Chris doing fake flippers here. Oh, misses it. Okay, he's fine now. Oh, missed it again. Okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
I think I'm a bit late. Yeah, I will refresh.
Alright, so you have both tbham and SDiezal coming up on the fake flippers.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Llama and Chris going to be grabbing the old man in their mirror and making their way up Death Mountain.
Actually, I have a little anecdote about this. The Death Mountain in the Light World is not actually the official name of the Death Mountain, the mountain. In the Japanese version of the game, it's called Mount Hebra, as we can see in A Link Between Worlds, A Link to the Past 2 on 3DS. And I don't know why, but the Mount Hebra wasn't translated into English and other languages, so it was just Death Mountain, like the one in the Dark World.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. But it makes sense that it's not Death Mountain, I guess, in the Light World, since there's like so many things on the mountain. There's like squirrels and there's tektites at some point. There's boulders falling. It's like very lively place.
Yeah, but it's quite deadly for.
Yes, it's deadly for us.
Especially dead rocks.
Yeah, those are the worst. They can cost up to like 9 seconds, I think, if you get blocked.
It's 9. Yeah,
Crazy.
something like that.
It's like an eternity.
But yeah, and sometimes you can be blocked by them. Waiting, there's 9 seconds to wait until they move again, then slashing them again, and then they block you again, and
yeah. Yeah.
It's really
They're
frustrating.
awful. Yeah.
Yeah, SDiezal here doing he wanted to do a spin speed in the stairs, but he was facing right, and you cannot actually activate a super speed state while facing right or left in the stairs, because how to explain this? When you will be grabbing, the game considers Link is grabbing the side of the stairs when you're facing right or left. So yeah, you have to face down or up in order to get this.
Yeah, just so away from any kind of wall or ledge or anything is what you want to be doing. Both Llama and Chris getting the boom dash. Pretty well. I think it's difficult, but I'm bad at this game, so it's doing a boom dash, so hitting Y and A at the same time, while also holding a diagonal, so that you can get the boomerang to, I guess, hit the switch as you're dashing away. And then you also have to stop your dash at the right time so you can get onto the peg. So it's actually a pretty difficult strategy. You definitely take some practice for sure. But
there are actually 2 different strategies to do this boom dash. You have the one with 3 inputs on the same frame, and the one with 4 inputs with the same frames. Like you said, there is the one, the diagonal one, which is the most difficult, because you need to hold a left and down and Y and A at the same frame, and standing at the right position. And yeah, definitely the hardest, because even if you want to get this, it's really hard, and you're on the middle of the tiles. Well, easier way to get this is you stand on the left of the room and just press down Y and A, and you get through the other side of the room. And both are exactly the same time. The 4 input strat is only for swag.
Yeah. TheLostLlama unfortunately taking a fall to Moldorm there. But he's making his way back up. Christos is finished already. He had a pretty nice fight. Yeah, Llama looks like he's taking the refight a bit safer. Not a bad call.
Yeah. And we will soon see Christos pulling a tree to make rupees go out from it. That's the rupee route strat. I don't know how to call it, but yeah.
3 rupees, I guess.
3 rupees. Well, this strat works. He's going for the shooting the buzz blob. There are 2 variations of this. You can just go ahead of the. I don't know this job when you cut trees. Sorry. The two guys who are cutting a tree. I don't know if you understand what I want to say.
No worries.
Yeah, you just go in front of them, and this is the safe way. It loses only 1 second, and yeah, you can go for shooting the buzz blob on the way, and it's more dangerous because he can be dancing around your arrow, and you already dash and take a hit, and during the rupee tree route, you cannot take a hit or it messes up the RNG manipulation you're trying to get there. And if you put the second tree after killing 4 enemies or more, you will not get the red rupees you want. So, yeah.
Yep, and this strategy apparently was found by, or this route, I guess, was found by ACMLM.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so pretty cool. And he does a really cool strat to get the 4 red rupees. He throws his boomerang at a certain spot so that when he pulls the red tree, the boomerang comes back at him and grabs the 2, I think it's 1 or 2 of the left red rupees. So that's a pretty cool strat. If you ever have seen him do tree rupees, it's definitely worth it to watch.
I also think this boomerang strat limits lag, because when the 4 rupees drop from the tree, it causes a lot of lag. And
Most
there
likely.
you definitely want to avoid diagonal movements, because when the game becomes laggy, if you do diagonal movements, I don't know why, but the game becomes more laggy and you lose lots of frames. We see this, for instance, during the explosion of some boss fights or some massive boss fights, when there are big sprites like Elmazor, we will see a bit later.
Yep, so Chris is in Aghanim's tower now. Personally, this is like one of my favorite areas of the game. I like, all the rooms are pretty just, I don't know, I think they're fun to execute well, and there's different RNGs that you have to react to. But yeah, some of the rooms are actually just pretty easy. You're just walking through them. This one that Chris is in particular, though, is pretty awful. There's a lot of guards in there, and if you aggro them, then the room not only becomes laggy, but things are also have their eye on you. So then, they come after you and try to hit you. So it can get really, really messy with just a single bonk. Chris is doing the harder strat in this room, doing the 3 dashes. That one's a bit dangerous. I think because you can the one guy can knock you out of a dash, and I don't know, there's things that go wrong.
I think this strat is a bit slower than if you go right up, but usually you want to use this 3 dash strat if you don't have enough rupees, because there is a pot here. In this pot there are 5 rupees. So yeah, if you enter the Aghanim's tower with 104 rupees, you're good, because in the circle of pot rooms, which ChristosOwen passed, you can get 6 rupees. So if you have 104, that's okay. But if you have, I don't know, like between 99 and 104, you want to get this 5 rupee pot in this dark room there.
Yeah, and as you can see on SDiezal's screen now, this is what I was talking about this room, just the single bonk just going wrong. I mean, everything was in his way, and it's just crazy how fast this room can just go terribly.
Yeah, we saw tbham going for the upright strat. Usually you don't even need to slash the blue guard. You just can, I think for most of RNGs, maybe you can pass him without him getting sim by him.
Christos just missed an energy shot on Aghanim. That's not something you see very often. He just let it hit him in the face. So I don't know what that's all about, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very frustrating because actually I did that too during my first tournament race. That's because you want to bring back Aghanim toward the center of the room, and if he gets a position where he's low in the rope, sorry, like low left or low and right, you are quite close to him, and it's quite easy to be zapped. So yeah, definitely.
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
I think, was that 3 maybe? It's hard to keep track when there's so many.
Exactly. 1 or 2 maybe?
Oh, someone is saying 2, yeah.
2, yeah. Let's see for Llama. Llama and now tbham and soon, really soon, SDiezal.
I thought I saw another lightning cycle for Chris. But I guess
maybe because of his mist.
Yeah. Looks like Llama's getting a lot though.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Do we know a record for the tournament? Bluebird record?
I know I saw Blunt Bunny get 11, but I don't know if that's a record. Yeah, I know his first race. And of all people, it's him. Like, he has the worst blue ball luck of anybody I know.
11 is less than 0.1% chance or something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Alright, so chat's saying that Llama got 6, so that's a lot. That's a pretty big time loss. It's 6 seconds for each blue ball and 6 seconds for each lightning. So the average is 3, so you can imagine 6 times 3 being 18. And then I think, would that give us another lightning? Would that be 2 lightnings?
If you get 3, you have 1 more lightning, and if you get 7, you have 1 more lightning.
Oh, right, it's 7. Yeah, okay.
So yeah, ChristosOwen entering the Palace of Darkness, where you will have a big skip right there, the hammer jump, which is very impressive to see, and for new runners this is quite hard to learn. But yeah, many people put a lot of practice in this, and finally, that's for all the runners. I don't think that the most difficult I don't know bomb jump to do. I know for a lot of people, me included, the Ice Palace bomb jump is harder to execute.
Same. I completely agree with that, and I think most of it is because it's not faster to like buffer it, so like it's not common for people to buffer the Ice Palace bomb jump like it is with the hammer jump. So the hammer jump you can buffer and get into place and you're fine, but with Ice Palace, I don't know, it's kind of like you have to be good at getting into position quickly, and I'm just not good at that, so
yeah, I'm the same. And yeah, we have Kiki there, which is who likes Molly, and you need 110 rupees there. If you get hit during the phase where Kiki follows you, you lose Kiki. And yeah, if you don't have at this moment, if you don't have still 110 rupees, it can really be a pain. You have a way to pull through this that is a bit slow, well, quite slow, but you can throw your boomerang at enemies and then kill them while they are stunned, and you always get a green rupee drop from them.
Yeah, or you can take your chances and just kill them normally and hope that you get 5 or 20 from them, but that's a bit risky. Because you might get nothing, so...
Yeah.
And tbham actually had exactly enough rupees to get into pod. And the interesting thing about the rupees is that in your counter, if you... It's going to be kind of hard for me to explain, but if you have a higher number in any of the... like, in any of the spots in the counter... like a 9 for instance, the game is actually creates more lag because the game is checking your rupee count on every frame, and for some reason when you have more rupees it creates more lag. So tbham having 0 rupees here is actually really favorable for his lag as opposed to, like, you know, I guess anybody else, or like TheLostLlama, I guess, is the most rupees, or the higher rupee count of anybody else. He's got a 4 instead of like a 2 or something like everybody else. But yeah, Just a little
That was-
interesting thing.
That was something from recently, right?
Yeah, that was found fairly recently.
Yeah, Christos having a little trouble with the sorcerer's room. With a bad RNG, you can have 2 cycles. And there we will see Helmazor with 6 hearts. Really scary fight.
Yeah, for sure. And he's opting not to hold his sword out while hitting Helmasaur. It's good for, again, reducing lag.
Yeah.
But it does make the... well, I guess the hammer's hitbox is shorter than when you have your sword out. The sword extends the hammer's hitbox, which makes it easier and a little bit safer as well to hit Helmasaur. But an experienced runner like Chris, playing
a really good fight
pretty much
from
his whole
him.
life. Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, the first phase actually is not that hard, hitting the mask with the hammer only, but never try it during the second phase because you'll just die. The spot is like 1 or 2 pixel range. I already tried it and no. Like, if you don't hold your sword during the second phase, you always get hits. This is nearly impossible to hit him. Yeah, well, LostLlama is not a lot behind.
Ooh, he's got to be careful here, taking 2 hits.
Oh, yeah.
But he makes it through. That was the nice end to the fight there.
Also, since earlier we say the goal is to reduce lag, but sometimes lag can help you, and this is what we do during the Helmazor fight when we want to get him to hit him with the hammer, because sometimes the easiest strat for this, you want to enter in his head diagonally, and since the game's lags, it's a bit hard to explain, sorry, but you can hit him more easily with a hammer because you're just walking diagonally. I don't know if I'm clear on this, sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, I understood it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. And another interesting thing about the Helmasaur fight is when you're breaking his mask, if you break his mask at the time that he like spits out a fireball, it actually despawns the fireball. So sometimes you'll see people hesitate a bit if they know they're on their last hammer hit, and that will just be for that reason, just to despawn the fireballs. Makes the fight a little bit safer and easier.
Yeah, that's why sometimes, yeah, at every fight I always count out loud my hit on the mask of Helmazor. So yeah, if you watch my stream, you can learn how to count until 17 in French.
I could probably count to 17 in French. That Canadian education.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was
I was going to keep going.
Yeah. Really fast too.
It's my 9th grade education.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, longest cutscene in the game. This is usually the moment where you can take a little break from your controller. It's a really nice moment. Maybe one of the best moments in the run. Also, ChristosOwen setting up for what we call quick warp, because there is I don't remember exactly there is a range of 4 or 8 frames. I don't remember when you can when you switch from the light world to the Dark World or vice versa, the transition takes time, and on certain pixels you can save 34 frames just by warping on a good pixel. So yeah, you did see him walk around the warp here to get the right pixel to save those frames. And if you get
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. If you get all the quick warps in the run, that saves about 12 and a half seconds. Yeah, sorry, you can.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I was just gonna say there's a lot of them in this run too that are very, very easy to get. Like you were saying, you just have to kind of shimmy into the right position. So really, no reason not to go for them. It's gonna save you about half a second for each one. So yeah.
Most of them are at the exit of a dungeon where you finish, so you don't need to move. They're pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah. I also have to shout out tbham for doing the 2 dig on purpose. Alright, so I think tbham is off to get his powder. Yep. Oh, it looks like he's gonna do the witch's hut spin speed as well. Oh,
I didn't know the strat.
Yeah, I think it's something that Mutsky is a big advocate for. He really likes that strat, and so I was like, yeah, just go for it, just for the swag. It's probably gonna lose time, but yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, missing it though, it's it's tough, but
yeah, getting safeties in this game can be really good, because as we said earlier, Dark World, the Dark World is pretty hard in dungeons. Well, enemies can hit really hard, especially a bit later, because you're supposed, for instance, in the Ice Palace, to get the blue mail, which reduces damage from enemies. But since we're in a speedrun, we don't get it. But still, the game assumes that you will get reduced damage. So yeah, enemies just hit harder, and having safeties like powder, net and portal, or things like that can be really can save your life during runs.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, LostLlama having some tough RNG in this room here. You really don't want to get hit by any of the horse heads. They do a couple hearts of damage.
Yeah, 2 hearts.
Yeah, 2 hearts. So you don't want to get hit by those guys. Right now, sorry, just questions in chat, I guess. The top 2 are racing each other, and ChristosOwen is in the lead. And then the bottom 2 are racing each other, and TheLostLlama is in the lead. If we're going to assume that this was a 4-person race, then I guess Christos would be in first, Llama would be in second, tbham would be in third, and SDiezal would be in fourth.
But yeah, the game is still long, and everything can happen from there. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one death to cold stare could change everything, so... Yeah.
SDiezal did a really funny... He bumped against the bush, and then was pushed forward from the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Really fun to see.
I have definitely done that before. It's kind of a cool damage boost, though.
Yeah, Llama being in the blind fights.
Yeah, he's having a really nice fight. That was really good.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, Chris is getting his first of 2 300 rupee chests. This is mainly just to buy the flippers in the next segment. They're very expensive, and we have to pay.
Actually, I don't know if it's this one or the other, but if you don't do the hammer jump in Palace of Darkness, you go into a basement where you can get a lot of rupees. And if you get at least 200 rupees from there, you don't need to get one of the 2 300 chests. I don't remember which one though, but
I don't remember which one either. But yeah, that's definitely. I think that's actually the way they used to do it before hammer jump was a thing. They would go down and get. I think it's 210 rupees. I want to say.
maybe. Ah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because then they would get another 300, and then they would have.
Tempered.
Yeah, 10 for tempered, and then 500 for the flippers. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can actually skip one of those if you're not doing hammer jump. It's definitely make sure you're getting your rupees in the basement. And you have at least 210 leaving. Although if you're going to be buying a bottle, then you're going to need more than that. So
yeah, right.
Probably better just to get the 300 rupee chest if you're grabbing a bottle as well, or even the big bomb for gold sword and silver arrows.
And maybe we'll see some fence dash from Christos.
Hopefully, he better. Wow. Okay. Never mind. What a numpty.
Not even. Not even tried it.
I know. I didn't even try.
Well, you saw a picture of Mario there in the house, and just for a fun fact, you can pull these pictures. And the rupees will go out, like the trees.
Yeah, very true. I think there's hearts in some of them too, isn't there? Or maybe I'm thinking of something else.
That might be.
Maybe. I haven't played this game casually in a very, very long time, so I don't remember. So Christos here in the mummy statue. I don't know what I think I was going to say. Stummy Matthew or something. I don't know. Remember what I said about English being hard?
No worries.
Yeah. But it's actually an interesting room because if you move up and slash the jellies like he did, and then you pull down the statue to a certain spot, there's actually, like, you can kind of not really manipulate the mummies, but like there's, I guess, kind of like easier strats to get through the room. You see a lot of people like struggle with that room because it is a difficult room. But Blunt Bunny has like a really good tutorial for that room, and specifically.
Oh, I never saw this. I'll definitely check it a bit later.
Yeah, it's really good. Basically what he says is there's like a few different RNGs, and so like the mummies, if they come up at you, just slash down at them and it pushes them away so you can push the statue further. If they're both coming up at you, you'd want to like go around the mummy or around the statue to like pull it the other way. And sometimes you get the stuck mummy, which is the best, and then yeah.
Yeah, for a lot of people, this room is one of the worst rooms in the game.
Yeah. Dashing it. I think people used to dash into that mummy statue room, but I think that actually creates quite a bit of lag. And then there's also the bonking, or the chance to bonk, which wouldn't be good. But yeah, I guess Blunt Bunny's strategy with some practice can definitely make the room easier for you if you ever are having issues there.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christos killing a mummy with 2 hits there, because actually mummies get hit, like they take from spikes. And here is Mothula, and Mothula, it's quite the opposite. Spikes there absorb the damage you do hit, so you want to hit him out of those, and that can be really hard because of the movements and of the spikes and Mothula, and especially when he gets stuck in the top corners of the room.
Yeah, it can definitely be difficult.
Pretty clean fight there.
Yeah. We got Llama coming up on the fight soon here.
Oh, getting hit by the Moldorm. Yeah, sometimes if you get hit by the Moldorm, it can mess up the room because you're pushed into the rabbit beam, and getting transformed into a rabbit can be really painful there. The wall monsters falling from the ceiling, and
yeah, and you can't use your sword as a bunny, so you can't get out of the room either. So you just have to wait until you're not a bunny anymore.
Exactly. You can take a hit, but yeah, that's quite dangerous. Llama being having a quite scary fight, but yeah, going through.
Yeah, coming out with only 3 hearts left, so that is definitely scary. But oh, Christos getting hit outside the castle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, going into Ice Palace with like missing any hearts. Personally, I hate that, but thankfully along his way there's going to be some rocks and bushes that have hearts underneath them, and also crabs that he can kill for hearts. So he shouldn't be. He should be able to refill his hearts here.
Yeah, going for the lottery Ropa. Yeah, I don't know the percentage of chance of getting hit here, but it's not that much.
Yeah, I don't know either. I definitely don't get hit super often.
Yeah,
happens
same.
Sometimes, but I think that there's some strategies to kind of like set it up though. Like, not that you're gonna, you know, miss the rope every time, but like there's definitely strategies to make sure that you lessen your chances of getting hit. I guess is a good way to put it. It's like a safety measure.
Yeah, entering a room here where you can lose a lot of time just by movement, because movement on water is quite hard, and you have a deep water there where you, if you walk into, you just fall into the water, and yeah, it definitely make lose time. And yeah, Christos here is having a ring, and yeah, definitely saving time.
Yeah.
Really hard run to do correctly.
Yeah, it's a tough screen. One of my least favorite, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. tbham is coming up on Mothula here. If you dash into Mothula, and I think it's if you hit him against that block at the back there, then he actually takes double damage. So then you only need 2 more sword slashes after that. So this can actually be a very, very quick fight. And wasn't bad for him. He used his fire rod to get through the fight a lot easier. But I think he missed picking up the heart by like a frame, like a pixel. I mean, he was like very, very close to it.
Yeah, that can happen a lot in Mothula, especially when you kill him really high up in the room, and yeah, he dropped the heart, and you have to wait the heart falling until you. That's can be that can lose you a second or something.
Yeah.
Especially when you're on gold pace and you lose your gold just because of this little time loss. That's very frustrating.
Yeah, definitely. Diesel making his way through the mummy hallway, picking up a full magic drop, so I think that'll be pretty helpful for him in the Mothula fight. Also powdering that bunny beam there. Important to note that if you're powdering a bunny beam, make sure it is not moving. Otherwise, you won't be able to get a fairy from it. That's really the only rule with those, I guess.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, if they start moving, you can't get them.
And yeah, entering this Mothula fight, he was going down in the room before. I think going down is a bit faster by some frames. But a bit more dangerous too because of the fight of the spike.
I think it's 1 frame.
Yeah, something like that.
Somebody timed it and it was like 1 frame or something. Yeah, but yeah, you do have the risk of getting hit by the spike.
Yeah, while ChristosOwen is entering into the bomb jump.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
getting him at the lonely, not lonely fight. This fireball is not the lonely fight.
He's kind of lonely. I mean, he's the only one in the room.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We had a fun fact from Skoj, I think. The fire bars in the Ice Palace are slower than fire bars in other dungeons in the realm. I think it does rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think. I don't know which is slower, but I know there is a different speed between them.
That's interesting.
It's not really useful, but that's just fun to know.
Yeah. Llama is doing the Ice Palace bomb jump here as well. Doing some dash buffers to get into place. Pretty smart.
Isn't that the WQ strat?
Yes. Yeah.
I heard about WQ coming up with a strat for bomb jump, but I never knew what this was.
Yeah, his strategy is basically just to walk into the room, hold left, and then do a dash buffer into place. And if you actually use dash buffers, you can get yourself into place a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's like the tutorial in a very, very, very small nutshell.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm doing this with the WQ strat actually. I was using.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christos had a little trouble with Coaster, which ran away from the top corner. Let's see a Llama's fight right now. There are three main way to fight him. The 6 slashes. Oh,
he just missed the poke there. Oh no! Yeah. And he took a death to cold stare.
That's 3 minutes time lost there.
Yeah, that's rough. Now we're actually going to see quite a bit of sync probably between tbham and Llama. Oh, maybe not actually. He might be going to Swamp Palace right now.
Yeah, that's the strat. I actually first saw this during it was AGDQ from last year, the 4-way race. I don't remember who. I think it was Joe D'Amelio who died in Coaster, and he was going to swap, and I was like, "What is he doing right now?"
Yeah.
Actually, it was the most smart things to do.
Yeah. So the two, I guess, strategies there, if you die to cold stare, are to well, I guess there's probably more than two, but would be to go to Swamp Palace, because then you get a free magic and heart refill, plus you have 1 extra heart then for going back into Ice Palace. The other strategy is to farm magic outside of the dungeon. The pickles outside the dungeon have a chance of dropping magic. The only problem with that is that you're not guaranteed a full magic drop, and if you only get a small magic pot, then you have to farm for magic inside the dungeon, which can lose you time, and again, like, who knows where you're going to get that drop. So the third option is to just turn your console off and throw your game out the window.
That's a really good
option 3 is the best, really.
Yeah. Yeah, also I saw in option 2 a lot of people were killing the 2 pickles.
Yeah.
and transitioning into Dark World and coming back to Light World. But I think entering the cave and going out is faster to make them respawn.
Yeah, that's right. It is faster going in and out of the cave rather than mirror back and forth.
Yeah, Swamp Palace being an unknowing dungeon for me. I don't. Well, it's funny, but not the funniest. Just because the dungeon is not really dangerous, because it's supposed to be the second dungeon in the Dark World, but you're doing this in the 5th. I think, yeah, in 5th. So you have a lot of heart. Already the Tempered Sword. You're not supposed to have at this point. So not really a dangerous dungeon. Just for I often compare this to the the escape of the Dark World. Not really hard, but really easy to lose frames and seconds there.
Yeah, that's very true. It's kind of the same, where you have all these like little enemies that have different RNG patterns that you have to react to, kind of similar to the snakes and the rats in Escape.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure, definitely.
Exactly.
Like.
But also one of the most satisfying fights of the game, boss fights of the game, I think.
Yeah.
Which is the 0 Cycle Argus fight. Kind of hard to get, but is a little bit you can get it. Really fun really satisfying to get, actually.
Yeah, it requires... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the first time I got hit, I was like, I threw my controller away and it was, yes, I did it! I was so surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really satisfying to get.
Yeah, for sure. The zero cycle requires you to do an item dash, or a hook dash, I guess, and it requires a lot of, like, precise timing, I guess, with your hook shots after that. I don't know exactly how it works because I don't do it because I'm bad at the game, but I did try it a couple of times and got it a little bit, but not enough to try it in runs or anything, but yeah.
I can explain a little bit.
Go for it.
Actually, I think I thought during a long time, really long time, is every hook shot you throw is an item dash. I think a lot of people thought that too, but that's not true. It's only the first shot, which is an item dash, and then you have to well, as you said, to get precise timing to get those buffs down, and you also have to, well, react to Argus RNG in order to not to get hit, especially if he rushes into you. Many runners have many different strats, like for instance Blonde Bunny, who rushes first into Argus, and I also saw DMD, Dark Mind Demon, who, well, get his first shot earlier. But yeah, if you get the zero cycle, you save 6 seconds from a 1 cycle. So that's worth it, but yeah, it can be dangerous too because you're really close to Argus and you might be low on health. And 2 hits and 3 damage.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, Chris is not going for the zero cycle. I thought that might be a strategy that he would do.
I thought that too.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if he actually does zero cycle.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Going on the top of the screen there, because of the actually when you when you catch, I don't know exactly all the details, but when you catch a pendant, no, a crystal, there's different thing for pendants and crystals. When you catch a crystal, you want the screen to be scrolled up so that the crystal will how to say, that's a bit difficult. The crystal distance from the top of the screen until the middle of the room will be shorter than if the screen is scrolled down. So a lot of people do the Argus fight at the bottom because it's more convenient and more, I don't know, easier. Sorry, I'm a bit sick, so I might, yes, speak with my nose sometimes. And but yeah, that's a thing to know if you want to save, I don't know, maybe 5 frames. I don't know how much frames you save with this.
I don't know either, honestly. Oh no, I think they're, I want to say they're 20 frames.
Maybe, yeah, that may be something like that.
Yeah.
The first trip to Death Mountain since the ascent to Tower of Hera. And there, since you have the hook shots, you can do the sword climb, which is the holding your sword out and placing an item dash with a hook shot. This way you can walk a little faster, a lot faster actually, in the stairs by holding your sword up. I don't know why the sword up makes you walk faster though, but
I don't know either.
That saves quite a lot of frames. Maybe a second or something.
I think it's about a second. This route, anyway, is about a second faster. The one that Christos is doing versus getting either an ice rod during the swamp segment or any other time. So, I guess you have to do it.
I heard you do you grab those items in a different spot.
I do, yes, because I can't sword climb at all. And I don't know, first I find it hard to like hold the sword out and item dash all at the same time. I think maybe my fingers are just like, maybe I have a bad grip or something on my controller. But yeah, I find that too difficult. And then I also am a baby and like to have hearts for Meyer, so yeah. Mutski also does the same route as me too, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're good with it, that's good. And maybe getting a bird toss there.
We'll see if Christos is gonna meme today or not. Nope. No, he didn't. This is when you Chris toss instead. Boo, Chris.
Boo. One of the most satisfying rooms of the game. There are actually two. He goes for the harder strat. Faster, maybe 1 second faster, I guess. Maybe less, I don't know, but yeah, what he did there was stop his dash into the first Popo to shoot at him, because this particular Popo can run away, and it can be a pain to catch up with him after you killed all the other enemies in the room. I think we might be different strat from other runners, so yeah, definitely keep an eye on this when they will be at this room.
There's like a safer fast strat for the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's not as hard as the fastest strat, and it's not that much slower actually. I think.
Yeah, I think it's less than 1 second.
Yeah.
Not sure about the numbers there.
Ooh, Llama unfortunately having beams in this penguin room and beamed one away. Yeah. Gotta be careful with beams in that room.
Exactly. In general, if you do the damage boost in the Hellway, you don't have the beams there. And yeah, Christos, I watched his time during Torches. He was at 106 and 50 seconds.
Oh wow, that's really good pace actually.
Yeah, that's on 126-ish, 7.
It depends how well he plays the rest of the game, I guess.
Yeah, really good runners from this time. They finished the game in 20 minutes. For runners, well, at my level, it's more like 20 minutes and a half, and or 21 minutes. So yeah, definitely for Christos, which is a really good runner. Yeah, it might still be 126, sorry.
Yep. So Llama now successfully completing Ice Palace. Well, I guess we'll see the difference between him and tbham here. Ooh, tbham calling the bird on the mountain.
He dodged it.
Yeah, he probably thought he had the hook shot out and instead had the flute out, so that could be a bit dangerous. There's one runner who maybe I won't name, but he was doing a run without audio and had the flute out there.
Oh.
And tried to hook dash, but didn't have the hook shot out, obviously, and called the bird, and the bird picked him up, and yeah, okay, there we go. It was Josh, and there's the and there's the clip. It's pretty funny to watch.
You named it.
Yeah. So that's that's what can happen if you don't pay attention to what you got in your inventory.
Crystal's going for a arrow strat there.
That's interesting.
He has a lot of bombs.
Wow, he does have a lot of bombs. I wonder how that happened.
I don't know.
He's also
going for the
here.
Going for the left because he doesn't have a lot of hearts and sorry, like there. The left skull in this room has a heart, so sometimes you might want to go for it. That's also a bit dangerous because of the anti-fairy So yeah, you saw him bonking to avoid this, and he did well to get this because he's only at one heart there. Yeah, let's remind people that Christos didn't get the Sang heart at the beginning of the run, so yeah, actually the 3 seconds he saved by not taking this were lost by taking this safe part.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, look at how close we have Llama and tbham here.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Really close race.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know that we'll see either of them toss the bird, though. Definitely not tbham. He's probably trying to just stay in the lead as much as possible here. And Llama, again, I guess after that cold stare death, doesn't want to waste any more time by throwing the bird.
Yeah, he also wants to catch up. tbham doesn't have the full hearts, so you can still do the fast shots with the fire rod. Yeah, you saw as I explained earlier. Sorry, the Popo ran away really far, and yeah, he went for him, and yeah, he lost time.
Ooh, yeah, Chris going for the Waffle House drive through there. But unfortunately taking damage. I guess it's possible to get the hook dash speed and make your way through that entire area with the hook dash speed, and it saves about a second over dashing.
Yeah, and when done well, it's a really sick room to see.
Yeah, for sure. It's just
especially
difficult to do, I guess.
Yeah. Hook shot the dead rocks 3 times in a row. That's pretty.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you made me suffer, but no, it's my turn.
Yeah, exactly. It's revenge. Alright, so both Llama and tbham hitting the torches at almost the same time.
Exactly,
They're
2
only
seconds
a few
apart.
seconds apart. Yeah. So this is pretty exciting.
SDiezal also big in Mire there. Well, dodging this little fire, it was pretty good.
Has he done Swamp yet?
I don't know. Judging by his hearts, I think he finished.
Okay. Oh yeah, he would have. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe he was gonna do Gold Sword route, but no.
I don't know about Gold Sword route, so I don't know the order of dungeons and.
Gold Sword just swaps Swamp and Mire, so you do Mire first and then Swamp. Yeah,
that makes Mire more dangerous, right?
A little bit, yeah. Because I mean, generally people who are doing Gold Sword have powder as well.
Okay.
So it makes it a little bit easier in that sense, but yeah, you do have 1 less heart, and you also don't have the hook shot. So there's a couple places in the dungeon where some strategies change, but yeah.
Yeah. But if you have the powder, yeah, Vitros fight is not as scary as.
No, not at all. Ooh, Chris.
Oh, Christos.
Really close to death here. Oh, he's making me
Yeah,
nervous.
That shot is really hard.
Yeah. Down to a heart and a half here. And I don't know if he's gotten his fairy drop yet. Llama, meanwhile, in the worst room in the game. Having some trouble with that Samaria block on the Switch. Alright, Chris gonna kill his Pokey here. No fairy drop though.
Yeah, the Pokey troll on drops.
Yeah, he didn't drop a thing actually.
That can happen.
Yeah.
And during the whole run, you set up for a fairy drop in this palace, and then Pokey don't drop.
Yeah, and you get it either when you really don't need it, like you already have enough hearts, or you get it, you know, at the very last, like during Poke 2 or something, when it's like you're trying to be so safe through the dungeon not to die. Oh, there's his fairy drop. Okay, so he's good now.
Yeah.
And his full magic. Right at the door, too.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Ooh, both Llama and tbham fighting Vitreous. tbham gets through it first. I think Llama just had a lot of trouble in that cane block room, that Samaria cane block room on the Switch. I don't even know what that room's called. It describes like a lot of rooms in the game, but
yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, he had some trouble in that room, which lost him a bit of time, but anything can happen.
That can be a hard room. Actually, I don't do it very well. I always get hit by the fireball. I don't know, the Medusa.
Yeah, same actually. Or like I miss the switch because it just seems like it's so tiny. Kind of like the warps. Some of the warps are really small. It's kind of what it reminds me of.
Eventually, I ended up being this bunk of shame, which is a little slower than the optimal strat, but yeah, you dodge the fireball easily, so
yeah,
I go for it.
Yeah. Christos having a nice laser skip there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile...
There are also...
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say tbham's doing his... Oh, never mind. I forgot that they're much... I was like, oh, he's getting Ether and Ice Rod now, but he literally just finished Meyer, so that was stupid of me. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I forgot, actually.
Oh, sorry.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but we have Llama getting his Ice Rod now. I didn't realize that he didn't grab it earlier, so, ooh.
Yeah. Oh, getting a hit.
Ooh, Chris gotta be a little careful here. He's missing his fire rod shots and hitting the spikes. Ooh, he's low on magic here. He's gotta be careful with this last hit on the firehead. Oh no!
Oh,
he ran out of magic! Oh no!
My god.
Christos, I can't believe that.
Taking the death here.
Shoot, yeah. So, yeah, he's gonna have to do the dungeon over again, which is gonna close the gap a little bit here for that race as well. So we've got two close and exciting races here now. Holy moly.
That's too bad, yeah.
Yeah, he was on good pace too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... I don't have words.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trinix can be trolly actually. Yeah, especially in well, generally it's not such a problem in any person, no matter grade, but definitely in low person, since you have the Master Sword, you can run away of magic. Run away? No, run out.
Run out, yes.
Thank you. Quite easily, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's much harder in low percent.
I think there is a hammer strat too.
Yes, there is. You hit him with the fire rod, then hit him with the hammer. I think it does more damage than the Master Sword does, and that's why people do it. Yeah.
But yeah,
a lot of menuing.
And you're closer to, so it's riskier.
Yeah, that too. tbham took quite a bit of damage there from the rollers, so he decided to mirror out. I don't know if that's what he always does or not, but definitely a good idea to mirror out of there. And,
I don't remember how much the mirror loses time, but not that much.
Between like 5 seconds.
5 seconds? Yeah, it was
versus
3
the
or
optimal
6.
roller.
Yeah.
Yeah, versus the optimal roller strat.
Okay.
Doing a nice chomp strat here as well.
Yeah. Taking advantage from the iframes.
Yeah, Chris down to 2 hearts here. Well, 3 now that he grabbed that one. So he's got to be careful and try next.
Yeah. Getting this heart is not that useful actually, because Trinix hits you at 4 hearts. Only the spikes there hit you on at 1 heart, so... But you don't get them that much, so... Ooh.
Ooh! Jeez. That was a fast charge from Travis. And, yeah. That was scary.
Okay.
He's got it. This should be easy from here.
Yeah. Oh, the second phase can be trolly too.
Can be, yeah. Yeah, he's taking it safe as well, not really
Yeah.
going for the quick kill there.
Not getting the... Not going to...
Yeah.
He shoots,
Yeah. Yeah, showing his frustration by shooting his last shot at Trinex's exploding head.
We said earlier that some bosses' explosions can create a lot of lag, and Trinex is one of them because the sprite is really huge. And this is one of those animations you don't want to, well, walk diagonally. And Trinex is also one of the fights. It's the easiest to, well, to get fast crystal catch, because the hearts always appear at the middle of the room when Trinex exploded. So you just need to be on the upper half of the room. And yeah, just switching on tbham screen, who had showed us quite a good strat with the sword beams in this room. Because if you have a good luck and get the fairy in Turtle Rock, you can be full heart for almost all the dungeon, and then you have beams, and it changes strat in different rooms a bit slightly. You can you can do slightly faster rooms thanks to those beams.
Yeah, we just saw that there for the TheLostLlama as well, doing the same beam strat there.
Yeah. Getting a clean speak.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was saying it was getting a clean laser skip before saying he fell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christos going for this key because there are in the Cannon Tower there are a lot of key doors, and you can choose which key you'll be getting. Some keys are faster. This one is a bit slower but safer, so yeah, that's a good call. Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
the boomerang, yeah, hit both switch, so that's okay.
Ooh, Llama having a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, his Samaria block got blocked by the mini Hamasaur.
Always kill him.
Yeah, it just kind of, I think, messed things up a little bit there, but...
Actually, if you're fast enough, you can avoid killing him, but only if, because the Helmazor, it's true for other enemies in the game too. This Helmazor, well, his reaction time is RNG. Sometimes he can rush at you as soon as he sees you, and sometimes he just waits and, well, like you when you dash, when Link when he dashes, he does like a little dashing on place and then dashing to you. And if he does that, you can go for a strat without killing him. It's only faster by a few frames, so that's not so worth it.
Ooh, Diesel's gotta be careful here. Okay, he's good. He only had 4 hearts after getting hit by laser skip, but made it through. Thank goodness. Making me nervous.
And tbham, yeah, being ahead still.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess this will all depend on Ganon's tower and Ganon, so let's see what happens.
Yeah. Pretty close race. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, for sure. Nice mimics. Oh. Well, spoke a little too soon.
Oh.
It was okay. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof. Mimics too.
Ooh. Getting an unfortunate spin there.
Yeah, that'll mess things up for sure.
Yeah, this spike room is quite hard to. Yeah, he got it well, but yeah, it's really easy to get hit by the spikes.
Yeah, ooh, Diesel having some trouble here on
Oh yeah.
Trinex.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, both heads.
No. Yeah,
No,
he
yeah.
didn't have enough magic there to finish the fight, unfortunately.
I don't know if he opened the safety entrance.
I don't
the
think
laser
he
skin.
did.
Nope.
At
Too
the
bad.
beginning of the dungeon, yeah.
Yeah. Christos threw the gauntlet with 5 hearts.
Yeah, coming up on Landmo 2, much easier with the fire rod than with arrows. So, well, maybe I spoke too soon on that one too.
Yeah, actually, there are two ways of anticipating this fight. You saw him trying to shoot an arrow in the Stalfos in the last room in the gauntlet. This is to keep the possibility to pose buffer to the fire rod during last boss fights, so that you can have more time to react to the first Landmo direction. But yeah, it's definitely better to get to kill the Stalfos with a fire rod shot. But then you don't have the buffer, and the Landmo 2's fight is a little bit harder.
Nice ice armos from tbham there.
Yeah.
He'll be making his way upstairs, and Llama is just a few rooms behind, actually. Oh, tbham is actually going to get red mail. I forgot that he gets that. Yeah.
That we close the gap there.
Yeah.
And also you saw tbham. Maybe you didn't see it. I don't know, but yeah, tbham was when I'll say this when Llama does it actually.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Oh, Christos good. Whoa, he doesn't even take the extra heart in this room.
I guess because I don't know that it would save him, would it?
Oh. Yeah, just look Llama screen right now. What he does in the stairs is not pumping actually. People can think that because he's, I don't know, advancing a bit weirdly, but it's just when you walk diagonally in the stairs, you go a bit faster than if you walk normally in stairs. That's why. So just doing diagonal movements, but not pressing that hard. Yeah. Entering with Aganim 2 with 2 hearts can be a bit dangerous there.
Yeah, definitely. This fight's... Yeah, because of the blue balls, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Because he fires his blue balls and you're trying to spin to get hits off and stuff, like the blue balls can be pretty scary. But he gets a 3 cycle.
Yeah, very good RNG.
Very good.
And a very good fight too, very good execution, because that's a good RNG, but that's not free to get especially in the 3rd cycle, to get the 3 energy bursts back at him.
Yeah. tbham in Gauntlet 4 and Llama in Gauntlet 2, so
really close race.
Rooms. Oh. Yeah, they're only a couple rooms away from each other now.
Yeah, Christos still going for a sub 130, I guess? Or maybe not.
I don't know if he can at this point. It would be... I don't know if he can, actually.
Well, depends on the warps, maybe.
Maybe. But I think he's gonna get a low 130, as long as he doesn't die.
Yeah. Yeah, with 2 hearts, everything this fight can kill you, so...
Yeah. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh.
Yeah, if...
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, no, he gets a 2nd ring of fire. But that's okay.
Playing dangerously.
Yeah.
Whoa, Llama and tbham being in the same room right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're very close.
TB having a lot more hearts than Llama there, thanks to his red mail. Great safety.
Yeah. And I think he has powder too, so he may have powdered the antivirus or the bunny bean before Lanmo too.
Yeah, entering this torch room. Always carry this torch room because if you mess it up and you run out of magic, you have to mirror out and lose a lot of minutes.
Yeah, for sure. tbham may be a little bit nervous there since he waited at that top torch for a bit, but thankfully he made it up before the door closed.
Yeah. And Christos winning to Ganon and winning the race.
GG to
Congrats.
Christos with a, let's see, he's gonna get a 130, 34, 33, roughly, somewhere in there. He hasn't stopped his timer,
Yeah,
but
33.
it's only a few seconds better than
33.
my first race, so. What you doing, Christos?
Yeah, both LostLlama and tbham being on the World Dome 2 there. Ooh. Okay, he gets it.
Alright, so we've got Llama coming up to Agatu, and tbham is only about a room and a half behind. Ooh, no, he hit the bumper. Oh, no! This is,
oh no! Headmaster party there.
Yeah, I know. You just gotta wait it out. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Ooh, Llama's
That's better to wait at the bottom of the room than at the top.
Yeah,
because,
for sure.
They don't rush at you.
Ooh, Llama getting 3 hits on that cycle there. Ooh.
Yeah, Christos' timer is still running. I know he just stopped it.
Oh.
Yeah, the... Wow, 1 heart for Llama, I didn't see that. That might have been a really scary Academy's fight there.
Yeah, hopefully Ganon goes well.
Yeah. If he died, that might turn the race upside down. Right there.
Yeah, for
right
sure. Alright. TB making it out of Ganon. He actually might be on PB pace.
Yeah, true.
And he just PB'd like, I don't know, a couple days ago.
That's really nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, SDiezal taking the red mail too. And going up the Ganon's tower.
Yeah, red mail is definitely a good safety since it cuts all the damage in half pretty much from like everything in Ganon's tower and Ganon.
Oh, Llama going into the circle of bats there.
Yeah, I think when the bats actually start moving away, it's easier to dodge them from inside the circle because you just kind of have to stand there and just move up and down a little bit. Like
it's easier, but if you got a bad ice armors, you can be surprised and then be hit by them. Yeah,
for sure. Or even if your dashes into Ganon are bad, you can have a bad time. You don't want to hug Ganon.
Yeah, that already happened a lot to me.
Yeah.
Getting the torch lich. Yeah, he had a 0 warp, right? I didn't see.
I didn't see either, actually. Oh no, tbham, careful.
Oh no! 1 heart.
Down to 1 heart. Oh no, and he took a death. Oh no.
Too bad.
I think we have Christos coming in for an interview here soon.
Okay. And yeah, we see SDiezal coming for another safety there, taking those fairies in this room. I think I don't know. I think that in one of the yesterday race, one of the runners wanted to go to the safety, but he didn't have bombs, so he just had to do the gauntlet. Pretty sick.
Alright, so GG to Llama finishing with a 134.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, it's tough when you die to Cold Stare. Really, really tough. I think we're just gonna wait for this finish. Oh my god, wait for this bottom race to finish before we bring anyone in for commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we'll get Christos in here and we'll see if Llama wants to come in as well.
Yeah, doing the lantern strat here. Llama did the torch glitch with the fire rock, which is in my mind a lot riskier.
Yeah, it is for sure. It's easier when you're like right next to the torch and you're able to just spam the lamp and whatever. It's much easier to get to a torch that way.
Yeah. Depending on the RNG though, you can have an extra hit to Ganon. And even if it's far from the torch. But yeah, switching from lantern to fire rod makes you lose maybe 70 frames or something due to the menuing. That's not too much and a lot safer.
Yeah. Well, GG to tbham, finishing with a 136.11.
Yeah, congrats.
Nice run.
A nice race.
All right. I think we're joined now by tbham.
Hey.
Hey, welcome. GG, nice run.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, that was a run.
You're really close to PB though. Like you're close to your own PB.
Well, I'm like a minute and a half off of it.
Well, now you are, but going into Ganon the first time.
Yeah, the first time. Yeah, the first time going into Ganon, that was. Like I looked over. Because I had the stream open a little bit, I'd look after boss fights sometimes, and I saw that Llama had died to ice, to Cold Stare. Then I kind of stopped watching for a really long time. It's like, well, okay, I kind of have a chance now. But I knew that if I didn't take Red Mail, I would die to Ganon, and I took Red Mail and died to Ganon anyway, so...
Yeah, you were actually ahead until, I think, sometime in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, we have both Llama and Christos here as well. Everybody
Welcome
at once.
here.
Welcome, everybody. It's
Hello.
a party now. Well, GG to everyone on your races, on your runs.
Did anyone actually get a good run for their own standards?
No.
Well, tbham's.
Well, it was close. Like up until 3 days ago, my PB was still like at 137. So.
Yeah, this would have been a PB had you not.
Oh wow! Okay.
3 days ago, yeah. But yeah, very close to PB for tbham, and I think Diesel as well is very close to his PB. He's only probably not going to be very far off his PB actually. So yeah.
Entering Ganon's fight right now.
Yeah, my run was interesting.
Yeah, that death to cold though.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do actually, so I just went to Swamp, and then like after Swamp, I actually didn't know where to go. So I was just like wandering around for like 45 seconds.
Smart to go to Swamp though, for sure.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way, but yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
right
just
decision.
Yeah, I think you just missed a poke on Cold Stare.
Yeah, and it went downhill after that.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, for me, I don't know what happened on Trinex. I haven't messed that up in like since 1998. So I don't know how I managed to run out of magic from Cold Stare.
Yeah, that was interesting. For sure.
Like I've done that fight so many times in the last 18 months, and I've not messed it up ever with the tempered
Wait.
sword.
Hold on, you ran out of magic on Cold Stare?
Try next.
Oh, okay. You said Cold Stare.
Yeah,
I was
You
confused.
should run out of
did
magic
I?
on Cold Stare.
Yeah. No
you're
one try
supposed
next.
to.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Christos, I have one question for you though. Why don't you go
Uh-oh.
for the Skullwoods fence dash?
Asking a real question.
Well, you mean after dropping off the dwarf?
Yeah, after you get the tempered sword.
Well, I try it every now and then, and I just hit the
didn't
fence.
You didn't even try.
My
just
success
walked
rate
in
is like less than 1%.
Wow, I think you need to practice that screen.
Yeah, I don't understand how that screen works.
You hold.
That's
you
the
push.
problem.
You push left and hand at the same time. That's literally it.
Oh, okay. Well, see, there you go. That's all I needed. Thank you, Emma.
Okay, next time. I better see a fence dash from you next time.
You'll see the best fence dashes you've ever seen, but everything else will be trash.
Perfect. That's all I need.
Yeah, my run started really sloppy as well. I hadn't played anything before this today, and until I got to like desert, everything was pretty messy.
You were on quite a good pace. I saw 106 at 50 seconds at Torches, Maya.
Yeah, I started playing good again for Maya. Like Maya went pretty good, and then like Turtle Rock itself went really good. Just after I died on Trinex, I was like, wow, there goes the chance of getting like a decent time. But yeah, I was still doing okay. Because I haven't practiced this game for a long time, like speedruns, I'm just losing time on almost every single split, so it's pretty demoralizing.
SDiezal ran out of magic on
Yeah.
missed the torch glitch, and he forfeit the race to this channel. I'm not sure if he's going to finish or not.
Yeah, he's going for the magic jar over Kakariko, I think.
Yeah, he accidentally mirror
Oh,
bombed.
no.
And
Yeah.
doesn't look like he's gonna try again.
Aw.
He had a nice run though. He was on PB pace for a long time. Then I think, did he die to? How did he die? Did he die to Trinex? I think. Yeah, he died to Trinex.
Yeah, he also ran out of magic actually.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was that or if it was the death. Oh yeah, he died in. Oh no, that was you.
Yeah,
Chris,
and
died
he
intentionally. Man,
had to.
my brain. Clearly, yeah.
So
Yeah, but he was on PB pace for quite a while and actually wasn't even far off with that running out of magic. So yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Lots of nice deaths for all of us.
Yeah, it was quite a race actually.
Yeah, shout outs to Ham for making it really close.
Yeah.
At least
We
they were
weren't
all pretty close. That was cool.
Yeah, we weren't sure.
So I
what
knew
was
my
gonna
only
happen.
chance to come close to you was if you took a death, and then you took a death. I'm like, all right, sweet, it's a race, kind of.
Yeah. And my Aga 2 made me want to throw up, and then I had one heart.
Same. Oh, you had one heart. I kind of saw that in chat that
Yeah.
you probably have one heart. Oh my god.
They
Doing
tried
Ganon with
for
one
me.
heart. No, thank you. So props to killing Ganon with one heart, then. That's insane.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is good. And he had to, so you're clearly twice the player. Pretty sure that's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You're good at math. All right. Well, does anybody have any last words? Anything to say? Anything you want to say about your run or the tournament or anything?
Tournament's a lot of fun. I'm still disappointed I haven't been able to put on like a decent run. I need to do practice. But I'm having fun, so thank you all for running it, even though I'm running it. sort of. So what happened.
Thanks, Chris.
Shout outs to the
Yeah.
Tony outfits, of which I am one of them.
Wow.
But no, like thanks just everyone involved who's doing the commentary and stuff.
We also have Diesel in here too now. I don't know.
Yeah, good
are you
games,
there?
Diesel.
GG.
Yeah, it was a nice run.
Ganon's a jerk, as we saw earlier with John
Yeah,
Carlos.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
thanks, guys. GG, Chris.
Yeah, I heard you were on pretty good pace for quite a lot of that run, so it's unfortunate
Yeah,
how it ended.
I was on definite PB pace up until Trinex, and I missed a few ice rod shots. I couldn't even tell what actually happened. It looked like I went too early on one of the ice rod shots, and didn't do anything, and then I just missed every single one after that. And from that point, I was a little tilted, and I just couldn't get back on track. But yeah, that's it. Up until then, it was like, for me, it was a really good run.
Yeah, Trinix can be a true ninja when he wants to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then forgot to get over to the torch glitch for Ganon, and then it was all over from there.
I was like a couple of frames away from missing torch glitch.
Yeah, I went for like try to get that early hit on Ganon before you head over to the torch, and I completely missed it, and I didn't make it in time to the torch to get it. So yeah.
Okay, were you using
That
Llama?
happens often.
Yeah, the first bonus spin is pretty dangerous sometimes.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have gone for it, but I was feeling risky, so.
Oh, when it pays off, it feels and looks good. And what's the point in doing speedruns if you're not doing swag strats?
Exactly.
True.
You didn't do fence
Fence dash.
so
Yeah, you can't even
Come
talk.
on.
you
dude.
can't talk.
Actually, I tried to do fence dash, but I managed to buffer out of the dash before I even got to the fence, so I guess I had to give up on it.
Yeah.
I was too nervous.
I
to do
just
the
bonk.
Oh, I did nearly save and quit in Sanctuary though.
Nice.
I also missed the first yellow ball in Aghanim.
Yeah, that's also very swag.
That's 2 runs in a row. Somehow I've missed a yellow ball. I don't know what's going on.
God. You need to pay attention during that fight.
How many blue balls are everybody get? I think I got 6 or 5. I don't know.
I got 3, but I missed a yellow.
I counted 5, I think, on mine.
I swear, like every time I do a race now, everyone who's in the race gets a similar amount of blue balls. We either get really low ones or like similar, medium, awful.
I think
times.
Llama got
yeah.
6 also, right?
I got
I saw that
6.
in the chat too. Yeah.
Just crazy.
It's built into the ROM, man. What time you start at determines on what's how many blue balls you're gonna get.
But I calculated that getting 3 or less is a 66% chance. And if you get more, you're in the 34% range. So you were not really lucky there.
I think
Wow.
that's rigged.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. If you're on good pace, you get a lot. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, the game knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have some Rockman 2 coming up on this channel next at 8 p.m. So we should probably hand it over to them, considering it starts in about 5 minutes. But I want to thank everyone. Thank you all you guys for racing. You guys put on a really good show, and it was really exciting to watch and commentate. GG to all of you. And thank you to everybody who watched as well. And thank you to Link Orange as well for joining me on commentary today.
Yeah, thank you too. And thank you every runner for the exciting race today.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
I'm sure you guys did great on commentary.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.